Welcome to this summary chapter in Media Economics and Financial Planning, offered by Professor Nadine Oosthuizen, Associate Professor at Rhodes University School of Business. Offered through Postgraduate Diploma in Media Management at the Sol Blakey Media Leadership Institute. The Media Economics and Financial Planning class of 2020 explored the Blue Ocean Strategy by W. Chan, Kim, and Renee Mauborgne, published through Harvard Business School Press in 2005. Blue Ocean Strategy: How to create uncontested market space and make the competition irrelevant. An international bestseller. Welcome to this summary chapter in Media Economics and Financial Planning. Thank you for being a part of this learning exercise. According to Chapter 12, Indicators of Financial and Economic Health of Media Firms, in order to evaluate the operations of their firms and to compare performance over time or among firms, managers employ a variety of economic, financial, and corporate activity indicators to measure the health of their media firms. Chapter 12, Indicators of Financial and Economic Health of Media Firms, speaks to 1. The state of media firms' markets. 2. The media firms' markets consumers, estimating toward the desire for the product. 3. The media firm's market consumers' desire for services produced by those companies. That is 1, the state of media of the market wherein their media firms are operating. 2, the desire for the product media firms are offering. And 3, the desire for services produced by media firms. Changes in these indicators of the health of companies and their industries, according to the literature, can be observed to determine elements of their future and the potential need to alter company strategies to respond to those changes. Here we think in terms of sailing the blue ocean. As newspapers are closing across the entire globe, and the print media is suffering drastic, unprecedented losses, we're also seeing space for novelty editions and novelty newspapers to not only distribute online, but also emerge as hard copy physical newspapers delivered to patrons. People who still love having a newspaper in their lives. Cecilia Hume, editor at Tiger Burger, once said that the load can shed and a person would still have a newspaper to read, which was a very relevant and poignant statement to make. And to this summary chapter in Media Economics and Financial Planning. Case study example. LNBnews. LNBnews was founded in 2012 by two second-year learners at a popular South African tertiary institution. Only one of the partners is actively invested in raising the recently relaunched publication as a leading broadcasting publishing media firm of healthy financial and economic standing. In 2020, 8 years following the launch of LNB as an experimentary news broadcast asset product, one of the co-founders decided that the only way to reach their partner would be to begin selling copies of the publication, news from which had been sporadic, satiric, and free in the years leading to the decision to launch an international price in rebranding the media firm as a novelty newspaper, the first of its kind, and a broadcasting publisher during the widespread of death of print media in the season of COVID-19. Within 2 weeks of operating as a novelty newspaper, LNB Publishing sold 10 copies, less than 20, of edition 1. In noticing the trend of low desire for the hard copy newspaper, albeit novel, original, and quite extraordinarily great, the co-founders spearheading the rebrand relaunched and elected to digitize and converge with the online platform and sell subscription to hard copy editions of the print format newspaper, albeit novelty in nature, towards balancing free content with the content consumers pay to engage with. The altered strategy is the result of slide 3. Topics covered in Chapter 12. Market share change or maintenance. Who is the client? The consumers. This is taking stock of whom is who or who is whom. Changes in demand. Who are the people? What do they want? Indicators of financial health. Accurate accounting of fiscal resources from the very first penny. Most companies and traditional legacy media en masse are closing due to their inflexible appropriation, mismanagement, and hoarding of African resources, whether these be minerals or time as a valuable resource. Claude 2019. The reading also explores sales revenue growth, a growth measure indicator rooted in chronological scorekeeping of firm-related fiscal events. Chapter 12 affords the reader with basic information you need to understand media industries and firms, big data, such as changes in the results, breakthroughs, positive outcomes inclusive of apparent failure as a positive outcome in a digitized Anthropocene, debt growth or decline, accounting accurately the costs to the entire operation, change in asset value. Assets represent valuables belonging to a company, whether these be super conglomerates emerging or established. The issue, quote, the issue of assets in modern media and communications firms is particularly complicated because much of the value is in brands, copyrights, and the personnel that firms employ. Methods have been created to assign a financial value to intangibles. The reading also covers reinvestment. The reading offers means of measuring indicators of company internal health, outlining matrices for productivity of staff and company, formulas for capacity utilization, employee turnover, personnel skills and training, innovation, R&D, news product services like LNB Publishing, which is an emerging post-COVID-19 resource dependence. Chapter 12 explores tiers to the establishment benchmark to measuring financial health in media firms. Chapter 12 explores tiers established as a benchmark in measuring financial health in media firms. Thank you.
Ladies, gentlemen, genders, fam folks, Romans, associates, collaborators, thank you all for your time. Thank you all for your assured presence in moving forward towards the Africa we want as a diaspora.
Life is not a race. Start the day at your own pace with Kellogg's Cornflakes.